Good morning and welcome to the Fall 2025 Commencement exercises here at ASU-Beebe. Please rise as you are able for our processional. As we prepare for this graduation ceremony, for your safety and comfort, please be aware of the nearest exit. If you need assistance at any time, please alert the nearest usher. If you would, at this time, also ensure that your cellular phones are silenced or off. In order to maintain the dignity of this ceremony and to ensure each family has the ability to celebrate this special occasion with their graduate, please refrain from using any air horns or other noise-making devices when we call your graduate's name today. Thank you in advance for abiding by this request. At this time, please stand as you are able for the presentation of colors by the ASU-Beebe ROTC under the direction of Sergeant First Class Retired Jerry Bowling, followed by the National Anthem performed by the ASU-Beebe Singers under the direction of Ms. Mary Jo Barker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red heralds would steal in, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, safe does that Star-Spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and of all brave.
Please be seated.
Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, Board of Visitors, Board of Trustees, and most importantly, on behalf of our student body, let me welcome each of you to the Fall 2025 Arkansas State University Beebe Commencement Exercises. I am Jennifer Methvin, Chancellor of the campuses of ASU-Beebe, and I am honored to be here today to share these moments with faculty, staff, and graduates from across our campuses in Beebe, Heber Springs, Searcy, Little Rock Air Force Base, and online. Today's commencement ceremony truly highlights how special our student body is because, as you will see, we're privileged to serve area students with a number of educational pathways. This morning, in addition to honoring ASU-Beebe graduates in multiple programs from multiple campuses, we will also celebrate our students who have earned their Arkansas high school diplomas from our ASU-Beebe adult education program this year, and 2 students graduating with bachelor's degrees from our sister institution, Arkansas State University. We consider all these students to be important members of our Vanguard community, and as I said, we are thrilled and honored to gather today to share this special occasion with you all. As we begin the ceremony, I am honored to introduce our platform party, which includes administrative personnel who provide leadership at our institution and some of the very special board members who support and inspire us to greater success. As I introduce our dignitaries, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. We're honored today to have the president of the Arkansas State University System, Dr. Brendan Kelly. From the ASU System Board of Trustees, we have our chair, Mr. Steve Eddington, and in addition, Trustee Price Gardner. We're also honored by, joined by ASU-Beebe Board of Visitors members, Ms. Kathy Oath and Ms. Debbie Elgin. From our faculty and staff, on our podium we have the Vice Chancellor for Academics, Dr. Blake Perkins, our Vice Chancellor for Student Services, Dr. Amber Black, Assistant Professor of Communication and Theater, Mr. Ryan Gibbons, our Registrar, Tanya Tucker, our Student Speaker, Kaylee Mosley, our Faculty Senate President, Dr. Kayla Sapkota, and our Staff Senate President, Robin Johnson. Please help me appreciate these folks. Of course, each person here is an honored and special guest, and I thank you all for being here to celebrate with our graduates. At this time, I'm pleased to invite to the podium Dr. Kelly, who will provide brief remarks from the ASU system, followed by Mr. Eddington as our chair to bring greetings on behalf of the trustees, and Ms. Oath, who will bring greetings on behalf of the ASU-Beebe Board of Visitors. Dr. Kelly?
Thank you, Chancellor. Graduates, congratulations. This is a day where you get to mark a very special achievement. We say at commencements that it's the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new, and that is true. Except it's different when it's education, because this is the one thing in your life that no one can take away from you. Once you have earned it, they are permanent tools in your toolbox that give you the ability to go and impact positive change in the world. So on behalf of the entire Arkansas State University system, congratulations on today's achievement. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Dr. Methvin, thank you. Great ceremony. Pleasure to be here. On behalf of the Arkansas State University System Board of Trustees, appointed by the governor and reflective of the citizens of Arkansas, I add to Dr. Kelly's congratulations, not just to those of you who are graduating, but their family and their friends, certainly the faculty and staff who have helped get them there, each of you. A word of encouragement. Those who have helped you, tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate them. Tell them that they have helped you become a better person. And then also, be someone who helps someone in the future. You now have opportunity in front of you, the opportunity to help other people as well. With that blessing, take it and run with it and be all that you can be. Again, on behalf of the Arkansas State University System Board of Trustees, congratulations.
Good morning. The Board of Visitors provides advisory counsel and support to the administration of ASU-Beebe at all of its locations. As a member of the Board of Visitors, I'm so very proud of each of you as graduates and look forward to the difference you will make in our communities and beyond. Congratulations on your achievements and best wishes as you move forward to even greater accomplishments with brighter futures. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly, Mr. Eddington, and Ms. Oath. Graduates, I want to congratulate each of you for meeting your educational goal. A student doesn't walk across this graduation stage by accident, and you can't get a certificate or degree just by putting in some time. Meeting your educational goals takes hard work, resilience, and purpose. You have made sacrifices as an investment into your own futures. I want you to know how excited I am about the positive impact I know you're going to make on our world. I have multiple opportunities each day to see our faculty, staff, and you, our students, in action. I see how intentionally our faculty work to create learning experiences for you that develop the knowledge and skills you need in your profession, while they also prepare you for responsible civic engagement. I see our devoted staff providing you the information, guidance, and support you need to be successful, while also providing you with even more engagement and learning experiences outside of the classroom. And I see you taking advantage of these opportunities, exercising determination and grit, and creating your own futures. If you've not done that, you'd not be crossing this stage. Around here, we call that being vanguard. Graduates, if you're entering your profession, you're well prepared. If you are transitioning to the next phase of your education, you can do so with confidence, no matter your path. Each of you will contribute to our economy and to our communities in countless positive ways, and I can't wait to see that. Know that I am exceptionally proud of each of you. As you exit our doors to take your next steps, I challenge you to continue to be vanguard. Join the faculty and staff who have served you here and aim to transform the lives of others through your profession and through your life. Graduates, on behalf of everyone in this room, I thank you for inviting us into your lives and allowing us to share a portion of your educational journey. We're proud of you and know you will accomplish much. At this time, I'm honored to introduce the ASU-Beebe singers under the direction of Dr. Jeff Parker. They will perform Candlelight Carol in honor of our graduates.
Thank you, singers. I'm Dr. Blake Perkins, Vice Chancellor for Academics, and on behalf of the faculty and staff of ASU-Beebe, it is my honor to introduce this commencement student speaker. Kaylee Mosley of Ward is a dedicated, non-traditional student and mother of 3, earning her Associate of Science in Health Sciences. After overcoming the loss of her home in a house fire during her first semester back in college, Kaylee persevered with remarkable resilience. She's been an active member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and has been accepted into Baptist Health College, where she will continue her studies to earn a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Kaylee Mosley.
Dr. Kelly, Chancellor Methvin, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, members of the Vanguard community, my friends, family, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, good morning. Thank you, Dr. Perkins, for that generous introduction and for the tireless dedication that you've poured into this college. And thank you to every friend, family member, and guest who has joined us today. Your support, seen and unseen, has helped carry each graduate to this moment. Today represents the closing of one chapter and the beginning of an exciting new one, and we're grateful that you chose to share it with us today. Some of you may recognize me from around campus, especially if you're a science major, but many of you may not know me at all. I'm a happily married 26-year-old mom of 3 plus 2 fur babies. I'm a proud member of the Phi Theta Kappa and someone who tries to give back to our community wherever I can. One of my favorite moments with PTK was working at the Sunshine Rodeo, an event that gives children with developmental delays the chance to enjoy the rodeo experience just like any other kid. Seeing their joy, their confidence, and their freedom, even for just a moment, was an honor I'll never forget. It was also an honor to join everyone in remembering the late Chuck Wisdom at the Sunshine Rodeo. As someone who did not know him, it was deeply moving in every aspect. If it's okay, I'd like to share a piece of my journey at ASU-Beebe, but before I do, I'd like everyone here to please look to your left and please look to your right. Every person in this room has faced trials and challenges to get to this moment, and for every graduate here today, there's someone who has helped make this day possible, whether they've studied with you, watched your kids, supported you emotionally, or believed in you when you doubted yourself. Whether you're earning your high school diploma today through our adult education program, your associate's degree, or one of the 2 bachelor's degrees awarded today, each accomplishment is a milestone worth celebrating, so congratulations to every one of you. You've earned this moment. For me personally, ASU-Beebe has been one of the greatest challenges of my life, second only to being a mom. After my first semester, my 1-year-old son saved us from a house fire in the middle of the night. We lost our home, and I became seriously ill. But I still showed up, I still made arrangements to finish my work, and I refused to give up. About 6 months later, just 2 days before the fall semester, I was in a car wreck. The car barely had a scratch, but I suffered severe back injuries. It reached the point where surgery was nearly necessary. Once again, I was displaced from my home, and once again, school seemed impossible. But I wasn't willing to let that be the end of my story. I met with my advisor, rearranged my entire schedule, and asked for permission to audit Chemistry 1 so that I could take Chemistry 1 and Chemistry 2 at the same time in the spring, and somehow they said yes. I crawled into class some days, quite literally, but I showed up, and thanks to the support of classmates and a professor who truly cares, I passed both courses with excellent grades. I learned firsthand that perseverance isn't just a concept, it's a decision you make every single day. I know many of you have stories just as chaotic, just as difficult, and just as inspiring as mine, but our determination brought us here. Our grit carried us over the finish line. There are several people I would like to thank, and I hope many of you know and appreciate them just as much as I do. First, my incredible advisor, Miss Janet Lyles. Miss Janet has met with me more times than I can count, not just to set my schedule, but to calm my anxiety, help me get back on track, and listen when I cried in her office, which is too many that I'd like to admit. She encourages her students in a way that makes us believe we can do what once felt impossible. Her support has been essential to my success here. Next, Dr. Kyle Felling. I spent 2 semesters with Dr. Felling, and he saw the best and the worst of my journey. He checked on me when showing up physically was difficult. He encouraged me without letting me push myself too far, and he kept me laughing the whole way through. He genuinely wants his students to learn and succeed, and trust me, his sense of humor is as strong as his chemistry knowledge. And yes, I did keep his whiteboard clean. You're welcome, Dr. Felling. Dr. Whitehurst, thank you for changing the way I feel about writing. I came into your first class anxious and unsure of myself, but by the second semester, you had helped me build confidence and recognize my own ability. You helped me understand my own process and even the unusual parts, like how shorter deadlines actually calm my nerves, which that's going to be a blessing in nursing school, so thank you. And Mr. Ryan Gibbons, oh boy, where do I begin? Thank you for being unabashedly yourself, loud, hilarious, full of life, and unfailingly kind. You pulled so many students out of their shells and showed us that our voices mattered. You taught us practical skills like how to build a resume, but you also taught us something deeper, that speaking up is worth it, even when it's scary. Your attention to your students' well-being is unmatched, and it will never go unnoticed. I would also like to recognize Miss Sherry from the Blue Brew. She's powered many of my mornings with caffeine and kindness. Our food service workers and grounds crews often go unrecognized, but they make this campus feel like home. So to all of you, thank you. I would also like to thank my friends and my family. To my best friends, Cheryl, Taylor, and Lex, thank you for being my support system, my study partners, my childcare backup, and my sanity. I love you guys. To Jesse, thank you for stepping in with girls when I needed quiet time to study. Having 1 baby is hard. Having 3 is, it's much harder. You help make school possible. And to my husband, the most important person in this journey, thank you. Thank you for working long, hard hours away from home so I could stay in school, care for our kids, and focus on my degree. Thank you for believing in my dream even when I didn't believe in myself. I couldn't have done any of this without you. For that, I love you more than words can express. To everyone here today, thank you for supporting the graduating class of fall 2025. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations. You've worked for this, you've earned it, and I cannot wait to see the incredible things you will accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee. I really appreciate your inspiring journey and your story of perseverance. It is truly inspiring, and I echo your words. Congratulations to the class of 2025. I'm Dr. Amber Black, and I serve as the Vice Chancellor for Student Services here at Arkansas State University, Beebe. This semester, ASU-Beebe is conferring 403 awards across all campuses, including 53 Associate of Applied Science degrees, 1 Associate of Arts degree, 1 Associate of Fine Arts degree, 121 Associate of Science degrees, 11 Associate of General Studies degrees, 56 technical certificates, 71 certificates of proficiency, 21 certificates of general studies. In addition, today, we will award 68 Arkansas high school diplomas and 2 Arkansas State University bachelor's degrees. Candidates are listed in the program in alphabetical order under the award categories. Every candidate has worked hard to earn the awards they will receive, and we would like to recognize those who have earned awards of distinction during their time here at ASU-Beebe. Students who have earned a grade point average of a 3.75 or higher are indicated in the program with an asterisk. You will notice many candidates are wearing 1 or more cords, sashes, and medals of distinction. The special significance of each is noted in your program. And now I would like to invite Dr. Blake Perkins for the presentation of candidates.
At last, we've come to the moment we've all been waiting for. Will the fall 2025 graduating class please rise? Chancellor, Dr. Methvin, the faculty are in the process of recording grades and carefully examining the accomplishments of the fall 2025 graduating class. At this time, it appears the final auditing of the academic records will confirm that each eligible member of the class has completed the requirements and met the standards of the Arkansas Division of Higher Education and the Arkansas State University System Board of Trustees. Therefore, it is with great pride that the faculty presents them to you and unanimously recommends that the appropriate certificates and degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Perkins. Graduates, by the authority vested in me by the Arkansas Department of Higher Education and the Arkansas State University System Board of Trustees, and pending review of final records, it is my honor to confer upon each of you the Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Arts, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of General Studies, Associate of Science, Technical Certificate, Certificate of General Studies, Certificate of Proficiency, Arkansas High School Diploma, and Bachelor of Science degree as pertains to each, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Congratulations, graduates. I cannot wait to greet you.
Graduates, if the first row will remain standing and follow the directions of the ushers, all other rows, please be seated. We will now begin the awarding of degrees and certificates. In addition to being our student speaker today, receiving her Associate of Science in Health Sciences degree, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, an Associate of General Studies, a Technical Certificate in Pre-Healthcare Studies, and a Certificate of General Studies, Kaylee Ann Mosley. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Automotive Technology, Paul Kohler. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Business Technology, Paisha Lachey Barber. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Business Technology, Valerie S. Goucher. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Business Technology, Witten Carter Gray. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Business Technology, Jalen Nicole Mosley. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Computer Systems and Networking Technology, Weston Stone Simpson. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Computer Systems and Networking Technology, Tyler Wilbanks. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education, a Technical Certificate in Early Childhood Education, as well as a Certificate of Proficiency in Early Childhood Education, Heather Thomas. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Danae Rose Amplo. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Amanda Beal. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Kara Clay. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Tiffany L. Fisher. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Aaron Hayes. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Veronica Muthoni Chieri. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Vanita J. Lewis. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Beth McElvoy. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Amber Privet. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Alexa Danielle. You gotta give me a minute. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, an Associate of Applied Science in General Technology, an Associate of General Studies, as well as a Certificate of General Studies, Lori Brooke Skelton. Receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Registered Nursing, Haley Cheyenne Vaughn. Receiving an Associate of General Studies, Casey Kaiser. Receiving an Associate of General Studies, Charlotte Rain Valentine. Receiving an Associate of Science in Agriculture, Charla Rose Weatherly. Good morning, Mr. Bilberry. Receiving an Associate of Science in Business, Benjamin Thomas Bilberry. Receiving an Associate of Science in Business, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, an Associate of General Studies, as well as a Certificate of General Studies, Daisy Marbella Martinez Perez. Receiving an Associate of Science in Business, an Associate of Science in Health Sciences, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, an Associate of General Studies, and a Certificate of General Studies, Ashley Melton. Receiving an Associate of Science in Computer Information Systems, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, and a Certificate of General Studies, Logan Kyler Dawson. Receiving an Associate of Science in Criminal Justice, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Law Enforcement, and a Certificate of Proficiency in Law Enforcement, Jeremy Antoine Trotter. Receiving an Associate of Science in Criminal Justice, a Technical Certificate in Wildlife Enforcement, and a Technical Certificate in Criminal Investigation Science, Matthew R. White. Receiving an Associate of Science in Education, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Teaching, and a Certificate of Proficiency in Teaching, Shay Ballard. Receiving an Associate of Science in Education, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Teaching, a Certificate of Proficiency in Teaching, and a Certificate of General Studies, Autumn Bannister. Receiving an Associate of Science in Education, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Teaching, and a Certificate of Proficiency in Teaching, Jacqueline Maricela Collins. Receiving an Associate of Science in Education, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, and a Certificate of Proficiency in Teaching, Felicity Deshawn McGinnis. Receiving an Associate of Science in Education, Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Teaching, and a Certificate of Proficiency in Teaching, Victoria Ann Rosemond. Receiving an Associate of Science in Health Sciences, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Pre-Healthcare Studies, and a Certificate of General Studies, Maya Isabel Jane. Receiving an Associate of Science in Health Sciences, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Allie Kathleen Lyons. Receiving an Associate of Science in Health Sciences, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, an Associate of General Studies, a Technical Certificate in Pre-Healthcare Studies, and a Certificate of General Studies, Olivia Marie Owens. Receiving an Associate of Science in Health Sciences and an Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts, Chloe Elizabeth Patterson. Receiving an Associate of Science in Health Sciences, an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, a Technical Certificate in Pre-Healthcare Studies, and a Certificate of General Studies, Breon Joan Smith. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Skylar Breanne Adams. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Lauren Elizabeth Burris. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, an Associate of General Studies, and a Certificate of General Studies, Maritana Duff Griffith. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Kayla Edwards. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Julie Renee Myers Hartzell. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Catalina Rose Matos. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Austin McCulley. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Rayleigh Meister. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Caitlin Sievers. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, an Associate of Science in Education, and a Certificate of Proficiency in Teaching, Jessica Shaw. Receiving an Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Caitlin Elizabeth Smith. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Kayla Marie Benson. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Christy Brown. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Georgia Cates. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Christopher Clatworthy. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Gracie Leanne Edgen. Okay, great. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Alyssa Jufrida. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Yelm Her. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Lauren Hill. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Mabala Angeline Haili. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Megan Amy Cade Nichols. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Practical Nursing, Ashley Perez. Receiving a Certificate of Proficiency as an Emergency Medical Technician, Ashley Moser. Receiving a certificate of proficiency as a patient care technician, Joanna Kentel. Receiving a certificate of proficiency in diesel technology as well as a Arkansas high school diploma, Broxton Barnhill. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Abigail Condry. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Kieran Jarvis. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Bradley Berry. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Austin Retstack. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Kevin Ray. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Tristan Ellis. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Joseph Tarkington. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Aaron Gadberry. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Kendall Felty Gottschalk. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Tabitha Ivy. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Mallory Teague. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Megan Staley. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Elizabeth May. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Savannah Jones. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Olivia Ann Parrish. Receiving a technical certificate in practical nursing, Brittany Bryant. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Paris Alexander. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Clara Chris. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Cadence Grissom. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Gloria McDonald. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Justin Rice. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Jonathan Clark. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Ava Fulmer. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Troy Green Jr. Receiving an Arkansas high school diploma, Matthew Burgess.
ASU-Beebe is a proud member of the Arkansas State University system, and we are honored to have an A-State Degree Center on our campus to serve students with educational pathways beyond the associate's degree levels. So guys, you can stay here. Today, we proudly celebrate 2 students who have earned their bachelor's degrees from Arkansas State University. And at this time, I invite Dr. Brendan Kelly to present those diplomas.
You ready to go, Bob? Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business, William Joseph Sanders. Receiving a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Business, Braden Ridge Stewart.
Thank you, sir.
This completes our awards. Will all graduates please rise?
Graduates, when you processed in this morning, you wore your tassel on the right, signifying your candidacy for graduation. Now, in keeping with the time-honored tradition of the Academy and the symbolic gesture of crossing your hearts, you may move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Fall 2025 graduating class of ASU-Beebe and Arkansas State University. Awesome. Will everyone please rise as you're able for the ASU-Beebe Alma Mater, directed by Mary Jo Parker and performed by the ASU-Beebe Singers. As the choir comes forward, I remind you that we do have an important task following this, the induction of our students into the Alumni Association, so patiently hang with us. This is important to us.
Oh, hail to the ASU-Beebe. We're here to praise your name. We stand and give our cheer for you, our school of great fame. We come to have our futures born. It's delta, soil, and mountain slopes. We're all encouraged to our best, our school of lands of dreams and hopes. Oh, hail to the ASU-Beebe. She stands with you and me.
Thank you, Ms. Parker, Dr. Parker, and choir members. You add much to our ceremony. Faculty, you are dismissed to prepare to meet your graduates, and I ask everyone else to please be seated. At this time, I invite Board of Visitors member and ASU-Beebe alumna Debbie Elgin to the podium to induct our graduates into the ASU-Beebe Alumni Association.
Good morning. Graduates of the class of fall 2025, it is my privilege and responsibility to induct you as new graduates into the Alumni Association of Arkansas State University Beebe. First, let me say that ASU-Beebe is the oldest community college in the state. Since 1927, thousands of graduates have earned certificates and degrees from this college. Though our graduates come from diverse backgrounds across a history of nearly 100 years, your educational experience at ASU-Beebe connects you through your common goals. As the Alumni Association continues to grow, as each graduating class joins our ranks, the success you will share will continue to make a difference in our communities, in Arkansas, and throughout the nation. We hope you will always take great pride in your alma mater and that you will always be ready to give Arkansas State University Beebe your complete and active support. Now, would all the ASU-Beebe graduates please stand? By the authority vested in me by the ASU System Board of Trustees, I am pleased to welcome you into membership in the Arkansas State University Beebe Alumni Association. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations again, ASU-Beebe alum. At this time, the ushers will lead our graduates in our recessional into our very important tradition of the faculty and staff tunnel. Family and friends, please remain where you are. Please rise for the recessional, and please stay in place until our graduates have exited the building. Congratulations, and family and friends, thank you for being here with us today.